My name is Egan, and I'm currently studying a postgraduate in nutritional product development. And this year, I'm running for your Vice President of Wellbeing and Engagement. I'm originally from Sligo, and I moved to Letterkenny in Donegal to study a BSc in Food Science and Nutrition in LYT, which is currently now ATU Donegal. After that, I studied culinary certificate on the Killybegs campus, where I obtained a chefing certificate. Clubs and societies was a huge part of my college experience, and in fourth year of college in LYT, I was awarded a most outstanding club member and a scholarship for my involvement. It was during this time that I realised the profound impact that clubs and societies had on my college life, and I hope to be able to bring this forward to the students of ATU Sligo if elected. As a nutritionist and chef, a mum and mental health advocate, I believe I can be a strong candidate for this role. I've worked in all of these areas since finishing my undergrad, so as a postgraduate student, I have a unique knowledge of the wellbeing and engagement students may need in the college. Mental health has and always will be a huge part of my life, and growing up, it was not spoken widely enough about. The stigma is slowly minimising, and I want to be able to be a part of this. If elected, students will receive a wellness pack. There will be emphasis put on suicide awareness, mental health talks, guest speakers, and workshops will be put in place. I will emphasise both online and in-person counselling service, as well as liaise with National Mental Health Services for a healthy student life. As a nutritionist and chef, physical health is very important to me. A free recipe book will be provided to students with healthy and cost-effective recipe ideas. If elected, I propose a wellness yoga and meditation room, as well as wellness outings, days on campus, hiking and swim meets. Nutrition and wellness workshops will undergo throughout the year, and supports will be available for nutrition advice, food intolerances and eating disorders. An increase in exercise classes will be implemented, as well as an introduction to gym and weightlifting programs for those who want to start out. I will continue to promote safe sex on campus, as well as increase the availability of hygiene projects, STI testing kits and condoms. Supports will be put in place for sexual assault victims, spiking and sexual harassment. As a mother, I hope to implement parental support for parents studying within ATU, as well as supports for online and distant learning. Financial and budgeting workshops will be brought to campus to help students to cope with the current economic and financial crisis. I will continue, if elected, to promote sustainability, non-alcohol events and the celebration of diversity on campus. I am very passionate about wellbeing and engagement and want to spread my passion through this role with students to be the person my younger self needed and a strong female voice for the students of ATU Sligo. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Riadh. So we'll move on to questions. So the first one is, what are some of the online learning supports you would like to see introduced as mentioned in your manifesto?
Yeah, so I think as a postgraduate student, there's a lot of my class and obviously other classes that are coming back after a long period of time. And I think stuff like not remembering how to reference, just layout of assignments and kind of communication between lecturers and what they actually want. So I think that's really a big thing that needs to be introduced as to online students, and as well connecting them with the current campus. Obviously I'm here today and I don't really know a lot of people because most of my stuff is online. So I think more like in-house communication with people, and maybe like a couple of more workshops and stuff like that, just to be a little bit more involved.
What do you think of the Student Assistant Fund in Sligo, and would you like to see any changes to it?
So in regards to the Student Assistant Fund, again, with postgraduate students, I don't think there's enough being brought to that attention. Also, I think there's been a huge delay in the Assistant Fund this year. I know in our class rep group, there's a lot of questions going in about when they're going to get it. And I think especially this year, everyone's finding things really tight. So I think just to make that kind of a quicker process, if we can do next year.
How do you plan on combating spiking and student safety issues in Sligo?
So one of the things that I have thought about in the spiking aspect, in my manifesto, I have talked about a wellness pack. So there's something that I've just been researching about nail polish, and you can actually get a nail polish that if you dip your finger in, it will show you that your drink has been spiked. So I think that's a really good initiative to bring into the wellness pack for girls in particular, as they're usually the most spiked people. So that's one of the things.